On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium. In pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Now this will make it into the end zone.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning.
Get 300! Get 300! Right now, you got 58.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down, Wentz.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18. Into the red zone, Wentz. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Swift.
And this time he is in.
DeAndre Swift.
Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 27, Rodgers. He'll drop this one down to mix it. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He finds Smith out of the backfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
The pickup of 6.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey, 626. Check, crouch.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle to Smith.
Rodgers.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Inside. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Plant.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And 6.
Hey, check 26. 150. Check 43. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Here we go. Boxing.
52's the mic. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals. Wentz now on first down.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
By a team hits. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one 28 yards on the ground. He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Swift.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
The score, Ravens 14, Bengals 6.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir. Right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit.
Hey, 88. Give it up. Kelly. Sounds like Kelly. Give it up.
On second down now. Mixon. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Record. Mike 8. You can't block me. He's crossing. He's checking crap.
Back to Mixon on first down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
That is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
For Devin Duvernay, incomplete. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away.
only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Switch. Quick dash. Go. Kill.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Rodgers now on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football.
5 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
52's the mark, boy. 52.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. On first down, Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Rodgers. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Michael Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the two-point conversion. Throwing is Rodgers. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game.
Ravens 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He finds an opening past the 40. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way up to the 46. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They run out of the gun with Swift. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Swift. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Down Baltimore.
Now a carry for Swift. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside?
Play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll run on first down. Swift. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Funny. 57 Mike.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
You got nothing. Mike 55. Mike 55. 30. Wide left. Check 52. Tighten up. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Again, it's Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun to give to Mixon. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Blitz now to throw. Flushed out right. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Rodgers. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That's good for 28 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. They'll look to throw to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or two short.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. This is the tight end, Njoku. Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A very long attempt.
And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Hey, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. All right. 26. Hey, check Mike. Check Mike. Watch it go. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line.
Pick me up. Here we go. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Back, back, back.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there.
Joe Mixon.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
At the 7-yard line.
55. Hey, Here we go. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. On the ball. Mike, 55. Back north. 55. Hey, watch your legs.
Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10.
55, Mike, got 55. Hey, let's get this. Mike 55, Mike 55. Jim. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Rodgers. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Vincent Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead.
On for the point after.
That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Giants now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive